We are back, of course, every single Monday right here on 99.3. No, I don't see one in Crossfire. 90, I was looking around. 99.3 Nigerian for every single Monday. Of course, at this time, we have the Fintex show. Of course, there are three names when it comes to the Fintex show. Number one, or number three, we have Razako Lagwe. Number two, we have Nia Deoshu. And guess who number one is? Guess who number one is? All right? Guess who number one is? Number three, we have Razako Lagwe, producer extraordinaire. Number two, we have Nia Deoshu, a non-oil export coach. I heard there's no money in non-oil export business. And then number one, guess who the number one name is on the Fintex show?
I don't know what you're talking about, actually. It's such a fun pleasure to be in the studio with you. Fine young men.
We have missed you, actually.
I know, right? I've been like...
you're welcome.
You're welcome. I've gone completely AWOL for like the last two episodes. Yeah?
Hello, stranger.
Yeah. How did I do?
Very well. No, was it better than this morning? Better than gold.
Gold. That's plenty. I was thinking something a little more, what's on my mind again? What are some of the things that I've been complaining about?
The weather.
Right? No, that's not the weather. It's just the weather is fine. The weather will be fine. It's the people who manipulate the weather. When I say manipulate the weather, yes, they manipulate anything these days. Such a fine pleasure to be here. Kofi Battles.
You're welcome.
Oh boy, how you do cope, man? Every morning, early morning, when you sit down here and have this conversation, and just let's generally feel the pulse of Lagos, feel the pulse of the people. Sometimes it can get really overwhelming. I don't know how you do it.
Well, my beard's the color of my beard is showing for it.
It's like every week you are growing 10 new gray hairs.
I don't know, man. I don't like here.
Stop looking at my mouth.
Oh God. Anyway, you know what? Let's get on the show this week and start for real. So welcome if you're just joining us. I guess Kofi had set the table rolling. You already have an idea how our mind is working. But I would just in case you joined the show a little late, just to catch up on the central points of what this week's show is about. A weakened Naira. When you hear a weakened Naira, usually you think only of negatives. But today's show is saying perhaps there's some positive, some advantage you could take. Like the weakened Naira perhaps presents an opportunity to boost the export of Nigerian goods and help to stabilize the country. What it does, I know you want clarity, so we'll try and give you clarity. According to the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Yemi Cardoso, the weak Naira is an opportunity for Nigeria to boost its exports to other nations. This was a recent statement he made in Abuja during the Nigerian Economic Summit. So here's the context that might help you. Nigeria recorded a significant trade surplus in the second quarter of 2024. Total export earnings during that period, 19.42 trillion naira, very close to 20 trillion naira. Now, in the first quarter of 2024, it was 19.17 trillion naira. So you see, there's a slight increase. However, in the second quarter of 2023, which was last year, it was 6.44 trillion naira. What it means is that, it was kind of like better. No, it was kind of like significantly better in 2024. 2023, second quarter, 6.4 trillion naira. First quarter, 2024, 19.17. And now that we've seen second quarter earnings, it's gone even further up, 19.42. It means that according to Cardoso, The Naira's devaluation has made it more competitive for export trade, and many investors have already seized the opportunity, acknowledging that while the situation is not ideal, well, the current climate offers individuals a chance to identify and pursue investment opportunities. Okay, the big question we're trying to figure out is, where are these investment opportunities, for goodness sakes? Aha. And how can exporters be competitive? Well, I have an idea what the answers are, because Nia Diosho is looking at me, you know, wide-eyed. And he'll be like, well, what is Femi saying? I mean, I've been shouting where the opportunities are since. So you better reiterate if you have to, or expatiate if that is what is necessary. Cardoso says it may seem like a threat that the exchange rate has dropped, but indeed it is an opportunity, because it can help to boost our exports, which will make Nigeria become a lot more competitive in the export trade. The first question I want to ask you, Nii, and you already know Razak is here, but now that Mr. CBN Governor has spoken, it's your turn to speak. What do you say?
So thank you, Femi, and thank you, our listeners. You know, at the top of it, the first thing you probably say, maybe like this song that's saying Yoruba language, that Mila Oni Yosi. Ba she feori. No, Lori. Mila Oni Yosi. You know. You got it. So that's to start it. So, and what that literally means is that is how we want it to be. Okay. So people must understand opportunities. Yeah. Because problems will never end.
As we want the Naira to be weak.
So the Naira is weak. We didn't weaken it. Okay. What we saw.
To our weak.
Oh, take advantage. Our
evil men everywhere.
You understand? So what that simply means is that you must be able to identify opportunities. Okay? People dwell too much on problems. You know. When we saw that report, I was like, oh wow. So the CBN itself understands that there is a need. Now we've pointed fingers at the government quite a number of times, and you must keep listening to the government, because you have given them the mandate to be able to lead you. Okay, if you've given them the mandate to be able to lead you, you must listen to what are they saying. There is no better time for anybody to do anything other than export now. Myself and Razak went for a meeting last Monday after the show. You know, and we're doing an analysis, right? That was even before this report came. Where we went, the guy was talking about, if you do not earn foreign currency now, your economy will scatter. I mean, that is literally saying what it is. If you're not earning dollar now, because when you look at the rate of dollar, 3 years ago, and maybe you invest, you take maybe 50 million naira, and you look at the rates at that time, take 50 million naira today and divide with the rates, it would have scattered your economics. That was simply means. So anything anybody is doing now, and you're not thinking of earning foreign currency, you might be hurting yourself. You may go and pray, you may fast, you may go under the water, and all of those things.
Even slow.
Just even go and stay under the snow. Your condition won't change. You must look at foreign currency as a panacea. When you see the government, even in the oil sector, all right, pursuing oil every day. We're talking non-oil. Pursuing oil every day. What do they earn when they do oil? They're looking at dollar. That's the reason why they're pursuing oil. So, but opportunity has come to us for non-oil. The CBN is admitting that, look, water done the pass Gary. As the water they pass Gary, making at the eye this thing, you understand? So that while we were looking at oil and earning foreign currency, you too start looking at non-oil and be looking at that currency, the same currency we are looking on the oil side. I mean, that's just to say the summary of it.
Well, I don't see the opportunities now. What I would say is, even before the Naira gets to this level, the opportunities have always been there. It's for us to take advantage of the opportunities. Is the opportunities more glaring now? I would say yes, because you have to now dig deeper to get those opportunities. Because if you look at your pocket and the Naira, you will not be happy to. You won't be too clear-eyed to see the opportunities. Right now, you have to dig deeper, like Lee said. listen to what the government is saying. Opportunities are always there, but right now, today, is so glaring now.
That's what it is.
So literally, you got to follow those opportunities where they are headed.
Yes.
The question is, Niyi, where specifically are these opportunities?
Okay, I mean, this comes to where we started this show from, if we remember. We started talking about those very, 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 very near things that we eat every day. Okay, I tell people, look, it's not as hard. It is hard, but it's not as hard. Especially when there's somebody that is there to mentor you. When we started the show, it's not because we want to just do the show. We're saying, let us help. It was benevolence that brought about this show. All right? Oh, oil subsidy had been removed. We were worried life was going to be more difficult for people. We're saying, we won't leave you. Come to us. Let us guide you. If we need to train you, let us train you. So that your kuli that you're looking at every day, your gusi that you're looking at every day. A lady sent me some images this morning when we were coming here. And, she was telling me, okay, that she's ready to sell on our e-commerce platform now. But I'm like, okay, fine. She now said, okay, what products do you have? She now sent the photos to me. I said, this is beautiful. A lady, I'm always particular about the success of women who want to work hard. I said, oh, this is beautiful. I said, let me see the back of the packaging. I saw the back of the packaging. I said, this is excellent work. All right. We'll be willing to sell this on our e-commerce platform. You get it. Now, that lady is going to change her economy. She's doing something. And I think something like, whether it was some leaf, that she's packaging. I told her about those cartons of ugu, all right, at the airport. You understand? All of these things, any foreign currency, those things that you see and take advantage of every day, your yam. Kofi was looking at me and I said, maybe if Kofi hears Ghana yam now, he'll be angry. I said, so just assume that I didn't talk. Just assume. You okay, you're not angry. No. So yam, you can export your yam, all right? Everything around us can be exported. You can export services, all right? So you just need to come, under us so that we can teach you how these things can happen. It's not as hard. Our goal is for people's economies to get better so that one day they'll pray for us and say, oh, thank you for helping us become better people.
At a meeting last week, the gentleman was showing us some pictures on his iPad.
Or more.
I was like,
chai.
Seriously?
Or more.
If you, like I said, you have to, the opportunities are so glaring now.
Oh my God.
Guy was showing us noodles. Nigerian made noodles in the UK, in the store. It's not 10. Store load.
Let me now shock you. Sorry to cut you. After that meeting, if you know how much research I've started doing about, look, I spoke to the guy. I eventually spoke to the guy in London.
Okay.
I spoke to him. I know what he told me. He said I should make sure that we start bringing in mangoes. Remember we saw mangoes, you understand, in that shop, in that market, right?
In London.
He said, look, I should start working on how we can get mangoes, you understand? And trust me, we can move those mangoes today, you understand?
Mangoes,
and they can get into the UK. And they will
our local
and they will distribute them for us. You get it?
Including Ogbomoso?
Yes.
Cherry mango?
Yes. So when, your father used to have how many juice of mango? I'm just remembering now.
23.
You don't get it.
All right. All well and good. It all sounds great on paper. However, the weakened naira also means the cost of exporting things have gone up.
Yeah.
So how are we going to be competitive when it's now a whole lot more expensive to even get into the export trade in itself in terms of numbers because of the devaluation of the naira and you wanting to play in a space that's dominated by the dollar? These are the issues we'll look at right after this time out.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Any platform can help you save. But when it comes to investing, you need a partner that you can trust and is committed to helping you achieve your goals. A partner with a global footprint, diversified investment options, and great returns that help you grow. You need RiseVest. RiseVest is your partner for dollar investments like US stocks, U.S. real estate, fixed income, and Naira Savings Vault. Invest with RiseVest to earn interest between 8 to 15% in dollars and up to 25% in Naira. Download the RiseVest app or visit www.risevest.com to start investing. Rise, investments that help you grow.
You can buy your house with house money. You can build your home with house money. You don't have to break the bank to build that house that you've been dreaming of. Don't worry anymore, we have got your back. Let us make it work at GDL House Money. Working together, funding together. GDL House Money. We're making your dreams come true. GDL House Money. Working together, building together. GDL House Money. We're making your dreams come true.
Download the GDL Plus app or call 07000 500 600.
Is it okay to make fun of our tooth gap? Let's have a talk. Colgate makes your teeth so strong. Stop cover your mouth. Not to do younger with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Zero cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Colgate paste. Not to do younger with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate, #1 oral care brand in the world.
The release is getting bad. He's away here. And so.
No.
Let there be light.
Introducing the Power M Solar Hybrid Inverter System, which delivers sustainable energy solutions tailored for homes and businesses of all sizes and types. Our comprehensive sales and after-sales support ensures we meet your unique energy needs, whether you're in the city or a rural area. To discuss your power requirements or explore career opportunities with Ulu, contact us toll-free at 0800-6658-765 or via WhatsApp at 0808-972-8959. We have installment payment plans for our inverter systems. Visit our website for more information on www.ulusolar.ng or socials on X and Instagram at ulu_Nigeria. Ulu by Ignite. Energy on a different scale. In partnership with Huawei.
Hey, now what for this country? Everything just cash, even cash.
KC, I don't define you for shops this morning. Why you take this kind of queue?
Jojo, now cash I want collect since morning.
Cash? Why?
I know one waiting happen for 1672 happen again. Today, I must collect correct Naira note for hand.
KC, cash day everywhere for bank, ATM, POS agent, and if you want run and cashlessly, you fit use mobile app, internet banking, ATM, POS, USSD, QR code, and other options them.
Dudu, you sure?
I beg we dey go. Your customers they shop they wait for you. See, the cash where you define for Sokoto, is there for your Sokoto. You don't understand? Country people, money na money. Spend them, collect them, no hold them, no panic. Cash day everywhere. This message now from Bankers Committee.
Power Oil Walkathon is back in celebration of World Heart Day. Join us at Walkathon 9.0 as we walk to save hearts. Aerobics, free medical checkups, music, comedy, and more. Date, Saturday, 26th October 2024. Venue, the Stable Sports Ground, Bode Thomas, Surulere, Lagos. Time, 6:30 a.m. Come walk and shake body with scale.
Oh, yeah, shake body.
Be part of this power walk because together we can with Power Oil.
Standing in the right corner is every investor's pride, offering affordable yet profitable homes to investors in Lekki, Horizon Estates. And in the left corner, the destroyer of currencies and the nightmare of investors, inflation.
Horizon Estate will always beat inflation hands down.
No, this one looks tough. I think I'll put my money elsewhere.
Where else can you find a rewarding asset that will appreciate at a very impressive rate and even secure you a lifetime returns of millions in rental income? My friend, Horizon Estate is the way to go. Make a winning investment decision today with Horizon Estates. Own a studio apartment in Oniru at 55 million naira outright payment. Terms and conditions apply. For more details, call 0700 123 9002 or visit hzeleki.com or visit our office at Lekki Phase 1, 3rd Roundabout Access. Horizon Estates. If our prices don't sway you, our quality will.
Hey, here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise? The sound of your alarm? No, it's that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force inside you. And you know what fuels that drive? It's starting your day strong with the rich, creamy taste of Nescafe Original 3-in-1, carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So, whatever your hustle, go from maybe or I can't to I can and I will. Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Start strong, finish strong.
Trader, are you ready for the flight? Yeah. Maximize your gains day or night. The platform, HFM is the name. Trading with us is a brand new game. Feel alone, execution slow. Switch to HFM, watch your success grow. Higher leverage, tighter spreads and swap free. Got your back in this financial fight. Trade forex, commodities, indices, shares and more. Just come and see. HFM online trading. Withdrawals, deposit done in a dash. Our execution too fast. HFM stands apart from the rest. HFM stands apart from the rest.
Pico, HFM finito. HFM is ito. HFM na shop platform. Online trading, forex trading, any trading. HFM no delay.
Join HFM today. Visit www.hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play or App Store. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Generate your electricity.
Do you know that the problem of lack or cost of electricity can be solved with the Rooftop Solar Easy Payment Program, REPP? Bridge energy gap with Cloud Energy Rooftop Solar Easy Payment Program, REPP. Buy Cloud Energy Rooftop Solar, energy storage systems, inverters, solar panels, batteries, fans with a flexible payment program and pay over 2 years or more. Save big with Rooftop Solar Easy Payment Program and have electricity for your businesses and homes.
Buy Rooftop Solar, pay small and be in charge. Generate your electricity supply.
Proudly supported by Cloud Pay, Access Bank, FCMB, Stanbic and Union Banks.
Visit www.cloudenergy.com.ng. Sales at cloudenergy.com.ng. Call 0909 9000 901 0802 5222 500.
191/195 Ikorodu Road, Palm Grove, Lagos. Cloud Energy. Energy for the good life.
Cloud Energy.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. You're on to the Fintex show where we'll discuss all things in the non-oil producing sector. We talk about exports, non-oil export, fintech, and of course fintech peripherals. You already know I got I'm Femi Obong-Daniels. I'm hosting Adeoshun and Razak Olaegbe, and I also got the host of hosts with me, Kofi Bartels.
Please, I hope it's not a lot of hosts.
I was very careful before you collect divine knock on the head, but it's host of hosts that I said. Okay, he's hosting the hosts. All right. Remember, if you had followed the conversation just before that break, you see that we are building up to something here, and you might have questions already hovering through your head. We might take some of those in due time, but if you want to ask those questions directly now and try to do follow-ups at any time during the course of the week or at any time, here's the number. Let me give it to you. It's a WhatsApp number. WhatsApp only, not calls. WhatsApp, not text messages. WhatsApp messages. 0912 171 2885. Again, 0912 171 2885. Okay, good. Just yesterday, producer Razak Olaegbe had shared an interesting statistics from the National Bureau of Statistics, quarter 2 of 2024, talking about where Nigeria's trade is headed or how it's going. So according to those numbers, the bulk of Nigeria's trade was conducted via maritime transport, through the seas, ships, boats. So how much was the trade conducted over the seas through maritime? Well, sea transport brought in 19.25 trillion naira. 19.25 trillion. Just under 20 trillion. So how does air transport and road transport compare contextually? So remember, it's 19.25 trillion through the seas. Through air, it was 73.72, not trillion, no, but just billion. 73 billion. Road transport was over 30 billion, which is less than half of air transport. Air transport on its own is what percentage of sea travel? It's not even up to 1%, 0 point something percent of, check the distance between 73 billion to 19, almost 20 trillion. Like Yorubas would say, kola far away. But before we went on that break, I was bothered about the fact that the cost of exporting to other countries is now high because of the weakened naira. And we're saying, opportunity, yeah, opportunity. And I'm sitting down, okay, opportunity. I don't even have a dime to even start the process. And now it's much more expensive than it was when you guys were shouting this thing last year, a year and a half ago, when the subsidy was first removed. I think it's going to 2 years now, like play, right? So how can exporters be competitive at the point where to even get the funds to start? You remember when we were saying you could start 50,000 naira. You can start what's it called? Personal shopper. Look at Niji's face. Come and say it again. 50,000. You go ahead.
You can't shop anything now. It's like you would say, Oroburuku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even buy. You can't even afford lunch for 50,000 in some restaurants in this island.
We were talking about going to the market, just this morning, and I was telling you how much one would likely be taken into the market, and that's even before December. That is just around the corner. So anybody who's not shopping, for December by now, must be ready to pay times 2 when it is December.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody just lie to anybody.
On Saturday, we rushed to go and buy rice. Complaining. Here's the funny thing that happened. You know what wives do to you? They will take you to go and shop. So me now, I was now sitting. No, I was sitting down in the car, pretending to be doing meetings just because I didn't know what. I was sitting in the car. Thankfully, our boys were with her. I mean, we got muscles, so they can carry anything. So I was sitting by that car. My wife now came to me to say, this rice, I don't want to buy it. Let's go and check it for it somewhere down there. And you see that place, to even get parking space. She wants me to drive to another place where the road is tighter. So I'm like, why? This is not your customer. She said, yes. But this is the person you always buy your rice from. Yes. Why do you buy the rice from her? Oh, because I trust her, and usually her price is better, and I trust her. You trust her. So why do you want to go somewhere else?
What has changed?
She now told me how much that rice was 100, and what was that again? I can't remember. And she was like, no. I have to check other places. I was just like, baby. Calm down. You see this person that you know that you trust. Let us just stay here before you go and buy synthetic rice and plastic rice. But the whole essence of that is to tell you how difficult things are
at the moment.
And by the time you get to your point, if you haven't stocked up yet, we try to stock up in advance. So we have a policy where once you open the last bag, replace it. Just replace it. Just make sure you have one bag at least. So here we are with your 50,000 naira and personal shopping and the cost of things right now.
So that won't work anymore. Really. When you look at it, that won't work anymore. But what I would usually say is you wouldn't give up, right? You wouldn't give up. You see, you have to do something, all right? No matter how you look at it, you need something that will give you more money now. All right. The economy is not smiling. Nobody needs to be told. The minimum of it, I see people come to me and I tell them, look, train. All right. The value chain is long. All right. There's a guy who came to me and was like, okay. I said, where are you? He said he's in Okitipupa. I said, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. There's oil in Okitipupa. Yeah. He said there's cassava there. He said, what other things did he say they farm in that area? There's cocoa in that region, And I said, yes, all right. These things can earn you foreign currency, all right? All of us come from somewhere. We all come from somewhere. If you know that there's anywhere it's not just if there is anywhere. There's nowhere in Nigeria you do not have something that is exportable, all right? But before you do that, you got to learn, all right? When you learn, you are able to have a better understanding. I tell people about taking advantage of the value chain. There are too many areas in export business that require help, all right? Logistics is a major issue. You got it. So, and it's not been solved. All right. Those issues have not been solved. So anyhow anybody looks at it, come into the export trade, come to us. Let's give you ideas of what can happen, what cannot happen. But trust me, if you don't take a step, nothing is going to happen. That's what it is.
And you can take a step without money.
Yeah.
You don't need money.
You don't need money to take that first step, right?
For instance, if Lee needs a specific item in the market, and you know where to get those things. Organic, there's that thing there. Make a go there.
The interesting thing is, that's why we decided to build a community, so that we do not lack anything.
Yeah.
If I need ugu now, I just go into the community and say, look, what is the current cost of ugu? Somebody's going to answer me. How much are they selling palm oil now? What's the cost of this? You understand?
You get an answer.
We are better off together. All right? We are better off together. We are better under one roof, talking to ourselves, encouraging ourselves, and some of us have the energy to be able to support. And that's what we're here to do what we're doing.
Again, buying from the source usually brings down the market, the
price.
The price.
The cost, yeah.
I discovered recently a particular antiseptic, the old one, a one that I was selling for 5K. In the open market, but in the real market, guess how much? 2K.
And 5K in the open market. Oh, really?
I was like, I told my wife, the one you bought to see the one you.
Where is Okeari again?
Okeari is Central Lagos.
Central Lagos, here.
By the lagoon.
You said palm oil.
Antiseptic.
Antiseptic. Okay.
The old name.
The old antiseptic.
I don't want to
Why is my head in palm oil? My head is maybe it's Okitipupa. Antiseptic. Same thing.
5K, 1 liter.
Yeah.
And here, 2K. What is the difference?
Wow.
In Lagos, same Lagos.
So you're already rushing to Okeari to go and flood the central market.
In fact, this is saying, look, I mean, the community is there. And what happened?
Yes.
Some people reach out to me and they're telling me that, that we can buy stuff in bulk.
Yes.
All right. So I had to reach the community and I told them, look, some guys are reaching me from the north. All right. So we can, I was telling them that we can start buying stuff and we can share amongst people. It's economies of scale.
What do you mean they want to buy stuff in bulk?
You want to bring in rice. 5 bags of rice and you share here directly from the farms.
Okay.
All right. From the farms, you want to bring in corn, you want to bring in granules and all of those things. And you can actually, so people can indicate what they want and will buy in bulk and it's cheaper. You understand? And that's the essence of being somewhere together. Because when you go to the open market by yourself, you're going to pay through your nose.
Yeah.
And these are the opportunities, with these things that we're doing.
I mean, that's all fine and good, but how do I reconcile? I've got this complaint from, maybe 2 or 3 people who somehow have my contact and sometimes on social media that they've reached out, they've tried reaching out to me and they are not getting a response. What do you want? They said, look, all what he's saying is, I'm just an investor. I just have money. I want to put money into non-oil export. And I go to the guy and I say, please, I have money. I don't know just take the money and trade and give me returns and all of that. That me usually shuts off. What exactly is the problem?
While you're saying that, you're making me laugh.
Yeah.
And I remember one thing you said in the office one day, after the show. And what you said was, you said, Nee, you were looking at me like this. He said, the fact that you're turning that money down is the reason why I'll continue to pursue you.
Yeah.
Which means you don't have any bad intention. That's the reason.
Remember.
Yeah, that's what you told me. I remember. You know, you see, it's. I mean, people ask us for those things. You know, people come tell me, okay, I want to money. Understand? I'm like, no, we don't take your money, right? Because the burden of mentoring people is a lot, right? I've had to set out a time that people can reach me, all right? Because I carry a lot of burden.
Yeah, you have peace.
We have the logistics part of the business. We have the e-commerce part of the business. We have the mentoring part of the business, and I have to drive all of those processes. All right. And somebody says now we're giving you money to do business. Then you're adding to the things that won't make me sleep. That is the meaning.
You'll be doing monthly account.
You get it. So it's not because we can't do it. We don't want to do it yet. Look, I developed a scheme some 6 years ago called Collective Export Profit Scheme, and I've shared it with you.
Yeah, true.
You get it. It fits very perfectly. We will get there. You know, people will prosper. I mean, it's a task that must be done. All right. But we have to take one step at a time. It's not because we're not going to do that. We're still going to birth that very project. Because truly, the export that will give a lot of money requires a lot of capital, and you cannot do it alone. You get it. So when the time comes, we tell them, okay, so we're ready for this thing now. It could be first quarter of next year. I mean, let's even start to put some time to it. Because once there's a demand, we cannot take you out of the equation. We will take care of your own needs. You understand? But give us till about then so that we can fine tune all of the what they call it framework, right, under which is going to work. But we'll open up to it at the end of the day.
In the meantime, I think the key phrase, word that that resonates with me from most of what Nii says is learn. In the meantime, you want to invest, it's okay.
You still got to learn.
You still just learn, have an idea, because if you're investing in something you have absolutely no idea, you become potentially a victim. If you do not have an idea, just if you doubt it, you go and buy a bus and give to a driver to be doing transportation and sending money to you, and have no idea at all about what is going on, how the vehicle works, and all of that.
It's DOA.
They will rape you. They will rape you, and it's easy to say, Lee looks like a very honest gentleman, and Femi is also involved. We want to put his reputation on the line. You see, the reality is, even at best, even you will still have to depend on other people to do things. I cannot see everything. There was a time here where I carried helping people on my head every day, every weekend on Saturday nights, instead of me to go and Sunday nights, instead of me to go and sleep with my family. And so I can wake up fresh on Monday, and I will be on air sometimes till midnight, sometimes till 1. I was happy to be helping, but after a while, some clever people started showing up, faking stories and all of that, and the whole thing was disappointing. After a while, I just no,
not anymore,
until I can find a way to sieve sincere people from not so sincere people. These things happen. So you might trust the person, but don't forget too, it's a whole ecosystem in a community. What people like Nii are promising to do, so just make sure that you have this overriding thing, and you can understand. Don't bite more than you can chew. Which is what, again, to what I had said to Nii all those months ago, the fact that people are offering money, let me just invest, trade for me, and he's saying no, that increased my respect for him and my confidence. Let
me add to what you're saying, and it's heartbreaking. We needed to evacuate some goods from somewhere. So I'm talking to you, I'm looking for a logistics manager. A logistics officer, actually.
Yeah.
We told the guy, go and help me evacuate this to one particular location. Count these things before you evacuate. Count them before you evacuate. Have you counted them? Yes, sir. I've counted them.
Away did not.
Yes. Have you counted them? Yes, sir. We took these goods to that place, and one of them, 29 pieces were missing.
Goodness.
29 pieces were missing, right? Just to buttress what you're saying, look, one man can't do it. It's tough, when you delegate responsibilities to people, all right? I just gave up. I was like, okay, I'm having to do a lot of people's work because once I do it, it is well done, all right? Hiring is a very horrible task you have to go through working with our people, all right? Because people won't do what you tell them to do. That's what I'm saying. When somebody's saying, oh, you want to bring in money now, people do not understand how much sleep I lose, all right? I look at it at times, I'm like, nee, you put this burden on yourself. I tell myself, I say, nee, it's the way you're wired. There's nothing you can do. You worry about people. That's how you worry. You understand? You can't change who you are. So I have agreed. I said, okay, maybe God will help me get the right people to be able to make this thing happen. We were coming on the road today. A lady was sweeping on the road. So she had this cone to be able to give her a demarcation.
Yeah.
And some guy that was driving was also harassing her. I said, why are people not empathic? Myself and Razak were saying in the car, why are people not empathic about other people? All right, you're driving in the comfort of your car in an air-conditioned car. You see a lady that's sweeping the road. You has a cone that's supposed to probably give her some kind of shield. And you want to knock that cone off so that I can hit the woman. And you're still harassing the woman. Please, let us have some level of humanity. And that's really where some of us stand.
Well, we always say that the value chain is massive. You don't have to export stuff to be in the game.
Yeah, truly.
You don't have to. For instance, local processing stuff. For instance, groundnuts.
Yeah.
You can get involved in that and be in the process, packaging it, bottling it, and clean it out.
Do you know how much one bottle of groundnut is now?
Yeah, it's so ridiculous now.
It is ridiculous.
7,000 or something like that. Stuff to buy there was time we used to buy for like 150.
Yeah.
150,
the good
200.
one now is 3K. The very good one, 3K. But 3K.
But again, one of my classmates, his wife came in from the UK, got into the UK, and he was telling us in our school group that a bottle of granite is £7 in UK.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh yeah, a bottle, right? So I was telling the community, I was telling them, look, this is why you have to do these things. And if you do an exchange of 2,000 naira per bottle, all right, £7, that's about 5,000 naira.
Wow.
For the bottle. You got it. So if you have the cash, that's why I said they want to do stuff, you understand? Let them invest in their family members. Why? You want to trust me, you don't want to trust your family member. You don't understand? Look for a family member that you trust.
Yeah.
So there's a guy who also brought somebody from his village and said, look, please help me teach this guy. All right? Help me teach this guy so that he can understand this thing. He supports them from abroad.
That makes sense.
Financially. And he said he cannot continue like that anymore.
To give them fish. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he cannot continue anymore because he knows that they're somewhere, you understand, in Ondo State where they have things that they can export.
Yeah.
Please help me mentor this guy so that he can be bringing these things and I can be selling in the UK. That's the way to go.
Makes a lot of sense, but we got to go now. Thank you very much for being a part of the show. Apologies, I should have asked that you guys call in or send in your messages, but I'm sure you've taken note of everything discussed. We will build on this in the coming week. Remember, if you want to reach out to me via WhatsApp, it's 0912-171-2885. 0912-171-2885. Messages only. Thanks, Niya Dioshun.
Thank you.
Thanks, Razakola.
Thanks,
Kofi Bartels.
Thank you, guys.
We gotta go. Not all export gives you access to global markets. Now, these global markets will bring you the forex you need. Add them together. The world in your pocket. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels. Enjoy your week.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.